And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Rondo.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Covington at the 4 with Towns in at the 5. Culver out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Graham in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. These two teams using their size to full advantage, Doris. Both teams able to run possessions through their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
Now here's LeBron. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. 20 feet out. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Culver.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
LeBron James on the wing. Goes up on the high post. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Culver. Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Clock at 6. Culver passes to Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's Covington on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
At the elbow, it's James. And they double up LeBron. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Davis kicks to James. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
And there's the pass to Culver. Feeds it to Towns. Wiggins outside. 5 on the clock. A three-pointer off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Caldwell Pope outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
Covington dishes to Wiggins. Towns trying to get open, and it's Wiggins missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Green passes to LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. From downtown, Green, no luck.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Culver. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Towns kicks to Graham. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Culver. Great D that time from James.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And he makes that one.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's Culver. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. He's looking for James and finds him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one is on Towns.
You simply can't bite on that pump fake from LeBron because he is waiting for you to leave your feet, and he's going to lean in to get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
He throw good, Wiggins.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And Caldwell Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
Now here's Culver. James covering. Now here's Culver. 9 points last game. And stolen by LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He would not be denied on that drive.
And with Wiggins' doors and his struggles last year, he seemed to be relying more on his outside shot.
You wonder if Wiggins feels the pressure of an NBA that now so heavily emphasizes that three-point shooting. But his strength, to me, is putting the ball on the deck, attacking the rim, and relentlessly going at defenders. He's got to get back to that.
Now here is Davis. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Davis dishes to James. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Culver. James kicks to Davis. Back to James. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Towns, the pass to Covington. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. Longley's checked in for Minnesota. Teague comes in for Culver. There's Vonleh. Wiggins finds Towns. That one goes. Count it. 5 points in the game.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl-Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Now here's Howard. They lead by 1. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Lakers passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. And another 3 for the Lakers.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Now here's Towns. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
T kicks to Covington. Here's Towns, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The first free throw is good.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. And Cook subbed in for Davis. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. Napier comes in for Wiggins. Teague with the ball. 32 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Noah Vonleh. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
He misses the free throw. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind: James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Lakers, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And of course the Timberwolves, 9 games back.
And I think for the Lakers, they've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question it's working.
You know what, Greg? It just looks to me like they're having fun out there, and sometimes that's contagious. It drives success. This is beautiful.
Count that one.
Oh, my goodness. The defense looking helpless in that instance, doing all they can. But ultimately, Jeff Teague beats them with better offense.
And James throws it down.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Passes it to Napier. Vonleh with it. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jang inside. He's guarded by Howard. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
Cook dishes to LeBron. Kicks it to Howard. Kuzma outside. 6 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Here's Cook. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Teague.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And here is James. 8 points for him. Here's Caruso. Pass to Kuzma. In the corner, Cook with it. The three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Teague the pass to Napier. The pass to Vonleh. He dishes it to Teague. Pass to Napier. Passes it to Teague. Shoots a 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, you simply cannot allow Jeff Teague any separation because the release is too good and too fast.
Cook the pass to Kuzma. He kicks it to James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
Now Teague. He's got 5. Pass to Vonleh. The pass to Okogie. And stolen by Kuzma. No good. Shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Yeah, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Here's Okogie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. And it's sent back by Howard. Here is Cook. Teague covering. Kicks it to Napier. To the left side wing. Here's Jang. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jang's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is an excellent mid-range shooter. Zhang also likes to set his teammates from that spot.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 11. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. He can't get it to go. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lakers on top, up 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. All-star big man Karl-Anthony Towns is hungry to maximize his potential.
I want to be the best player who ever played, and I feel that I could do that. I think I have the God-given talent and the God-given abilities to make it happen, and I have total confidence in myself every single day. I wake up that I could be the greatest player who ever played. I know if I continue to put the work ethic in and continue to do all the little things I need to do, I could find myself in that conversation. But, you know, obviously I got to learn every single day and never take no days for granted.
His coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley's out there with Gorgie Dang. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Teague. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And Doris for Jeff Teague, he's not expected to be the scorer on this team that he once was.
And for Teague, to me, that is a blessing, as he is much better suited as a distributor of the basketball. He's got great vision, he cut down on his turnovers, and therefore his assist numbers increased.
First free throw is good. Well, every year, Doris, despite the expert predictions, there are always big surprises, some things that come out of the blue, but boy, they're fun to watch.
We tend to use that word expert lightly because you never know, despite collections of talent, who's going to work well together, who develops their chemistries, what injuries play a part in a particular season. Are there mid-season trades that sort of maybe change the chemistry and the makeup of a particular roster? So, listen, predictions, take them with a grain of salt. You never know how an NBA season might play out.
And that's why we love the regular season so much. Long, yes, but so many different twists and turns along the way.
No doubt.
And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Kevin, this is why Teague is such a valuable player. You know, he's a solid shooter from anywhere, so he's able to space the defense. He can, with his handle, get inside the paint. There's a lot to like about Jeff Teague.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to James. Over Vonleh. And LeBron with the basket. The assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 3 assists now in this one. Timberwolves trail. And the Wolves door is one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
Here's Teague following the basket by LeBron James. Teague with the ball. He's got 7. The shot off that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
The feed to LeBron. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Teague against James. Knocks it loose. And stolen by James. Teague against Rondo. That one, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Tipped away. Here's Okogie, guarded by Kuzma. Okogie misses. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear, Greg, that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Howard. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Graham with the ball. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. And here is Teague. He's got 7. Shot clock at 6. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Graham, the pass to Teague. Dishes to Towns. Basket, good. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Rondo against Teague. Left side, Davis. The 19-footer is on the money. Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now Graham. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, what a beautiful outside touch. Karl-Anthony Towns knows he has the green light to shoot, and he does it with such confidence.
Here's Davis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wiggins outside. Passes it to Graham. Back to Wiggins. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Green finds Rondo. And it's Davis at the elbow. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And the Lakers lead by 6.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Now here's Towns. He's got 11. Back to Wiggins. The alley-oop. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a two-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
JaVale McGee's checked in for James. Minnesota also with the sub. Culver's checked in for Jeff Teague. Lakers leading by 6. Pass to McGee. Left side, Davis. Shoots over Covington. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Culver. Not a lot of room. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now here's Rondo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Culver with it, and McGee picks him up defensively. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Green finds Rondo. Davis in the corner. This one for 3. Graham with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant two-way big men in today's game.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Cook, he's checked in for Los Angeles. He doesn't get the second one. Timberwolves trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, finishing with confidence. Wiggins getting a great understanding for this game.
Cook, the pass to McGee. Here's Culver. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Wiggins. Over Cook. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Culver. Now it's just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Count it. Cook's got 5 now.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here's Culver. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, three-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
No good on that one. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
Good on the second free throw.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Here is Cook. He's got 5. And Davis now top of the key. Count it. He's got 6.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Jacks up a 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Ball's knocked loose. Towns with the steal. Here's Culver, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we can see some numbers now for Culver. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And the first one drops.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Lakers leading by 8. Caldwell Pope for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
There's the pass to Wiggins. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Culver. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. LA has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here is Cook. 8 points for him. Now the dish to Davis. McGee the pass to Davis. Five to shoot. Passes to Cook. A second chance effort. It's good. Cook's got 10.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Here's Graham. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Danny Green. Now, here's Culver. He has 5. That one falls. He's got 7.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Cook, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Napier's checked in. Timberwolves on defense, trailing here by 8. Davis, shot is good off the back rim and in.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Napier, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Drops in the tray. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here is Cook. 10 points for him. Davis in the corner. Back to Cook. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Minnesota with the rebound. Pass to Culver. The pass to Towns. Yep, that one goes. And now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
If Karl-Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kentavious, you've been able to produce easily and efficiently in the first half. What's enabled you to keep it going?
I'm just moving on the offensive end and just finding an open spot. They turn their heads a lot, so I'm just trying to get to the open spot and then knock down a shot. Either I'm cutting to the basket or spot up for the 3.
You've been on a roll so far. We'll see if you can keep it up. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis, and it's McGee in at the 5. That's the Laker 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Down low. Here's James. Wiggins with some nice D. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Graham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Los Angeles leading by 3. James looking around. LeBron is doubled. He kicks it to Davis. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Wiggins, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wiggins has got 11 points.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Green passes to McGee. He dishes it to James. Offensive rebound. Feeds it to Davis. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's foul number 2 for him. "90 seconds now into the second half. Lakers working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from Green. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got his 5th assist in this one. Culver kicks to Graham. Pass to Towns. It's tipped. Stolen by McGee. Trying to get open is Davis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 8 points for him.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
Now, here's Culver. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And now a look at LeBron James here. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 2nd in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Caldwell Pope for 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pope loose. McGee with it. Now guarded by Towns. Green against Wiggins. Caldwell Pope right side. Pass to Davis. Clock at 4. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And the Timberwolves call time here. And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Culver. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. 5th, Karl-Anthony Towns.
That is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Not at all. They've got the kind of ability at the line that would be exceptional at any position. You can't defend them as physically as you would some other big men because of just how reliable they are up there.
Teague dishes to Covington. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Covington. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Covington's got 5 now.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by the Lakers.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jeff Teague.
Guys, this is superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in.
You have to love the leadership of LeBron James. Is he demanding of his teammates? Absolutely. But they can take it because he demands more from himself.
Wiggins finds Teague. Back to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. For 3. That shot off the mark. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The shot's good from LeBron.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Teague. He has 7. And the pass to Covington. Kicks to Wiggins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
And the first one at the line is good.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
That one misses. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Jang.
Oh, the 7'3" wingspan erases that shot. Nice by Gorgui Dieng.
Rondo on top, covered by Wiggins, and it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Timberwolves trail by 16. Teague, the pass to Wiggins. That's tipped. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And all right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Yeah, shaky defense there, giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Okogie's checked in. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And Doris, Danny Green included in that Kawhi DeRozan trade, and he's an underrated player in his own right.
No doubt, Kevin, because when you examine the net rating, which is basically what impact does a player have on winning, Danny Green is one of the best in the league. This guy is an all-defensive guy. He can make shots when he's open. You can plug him in at a couple of different positions. So much to like about Danny Green.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's LeBron, and he has 28 points for the game. Buries it from three-point range.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Wiggins outside. Back to Teague. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his fourth foul now.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Now here's Teague. 10 points for him. It's good from long range. Teague's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, this is a go-to shot for Jeff Teague. Let's remember, this guy will not hesitate if you leave him open in three-point territory.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Davis in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Teague with the ball. He's picked up by James. Teague can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
I'll tell you, that's a nice job by LeBron to keep that ball safe and secure on his way to the cup.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And some changes here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Timberwolves also changing it up. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Gorgui Dieng. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Andrew Wiggins.
And let's check out some of the numbers here on Karl-Anthony Towns. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 6th in scoring, 7th in rebounding, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's Teague. He's got 13. To halt the run, and the layup is good. Teague's got 15.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Here is Cook. Napier covering. Can't cash in from close range. To the middle. Teague kicks to Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard. Last season, it seemed like Towns recommitted himself on the defensive end after facing some pretty significant criticism in that department.
You know, he looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively. Towns has always had the capability to be a fantastic defender, and I'm really glad that he's focusing on that part of his game as an area to improve.
The first one falls.
You know, Karl-Anthony Towns has said he wants to be considered the best player in the league. He's got the offensive game, the versatility, the length, the mobility. Let's see what happens.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. Napier's got 6.
Over the taller defender, this is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot. Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
James against Teague. And the rejection by Towns.
Well, that play is so much about his reach and determination affecting the game defensively.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Cook, the pass to LeBron. He's looking for Howard and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high-flying as ever.
Howard against Towns. Pass to Napier. Back to Towns, and stolen by Howard. Inside, Kuzma takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19. Outside Teague. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. The Lakers #1. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
I mean, both these squads are just playing so hard here of late, really getting after it on the offensive glass, and it's paid off for both of them in terms of second chance points.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And so Teague gets 2 free throws. 1:51 left to play in the third. LeBron kicks to Cook. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Culver's checked in for Jeff Teague. Napier with it. He's got 6. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Passes it to Okogie. From deep. No good on that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. The three-pointer no good. And so Napier will bring it up for Minnesota. 17-point game. Pass to Towns. He kicks to Culver. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Culver's got 10 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And they double up James. Now the pass to Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Howard, the pass to Cook. Over Napier. That misses off the backboard.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Howard against Towns.
You can see with the contest right there that defensively Towns arrived in the NBA prepared to make an impact.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Culver. James, that's a two-pointer. Off on that one. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Lakers leading by 10. So on the floor for Minnesota, Vonleh and Towns, the duo inside. Then it's Culver. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Okogie in at the two-guard spot. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The lead now in single digits.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Oh, Kuzma's in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Okogie, and the shot is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's James. Pass to Caruso. It's up a 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Culver. They get a hand on it. Caruso looking for an opening. Dishes it to LeBron. To the inside. He gets that one. Caruso's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
A shot by Culver, nobody around. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Impressive awareness from Karl-Anthony Towns. Dependable at finding teammates with a terrific look there.
And the Lakers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Davis comes in for Quinn Cook. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. The one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
And here's Towns after LeBron James hitting the three.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. McGee against Towns. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second.
And you gotta love the mindset of Robert Covington when he plays defense. So active with his hands and feet, rarely gets fooled on any.
Here's Graham. Here's Culver. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
James outside, passes it to Green. Davis inside. He feeds it to McGee. Shoots over Towns. The shot's good from McGee. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
You know, it's easy to see why, Greg, Covington has been named to first-team all-defense in the past.
The team is noticeably different when his defensive presence is missing. I mean, rare to find a perimeter player who is as good as him, both on and off the ball.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Towns dishes to Culver. Lays it up off the glass. Culver's got 7 points here in this quarter. So it's the Lakers now. The lead is 15. James has a two-pointer, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Covington. Four on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Wiggins missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And Davis throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Minnesota. Wiggins kicks to Teague. 6 to shoot. Outside, Towns. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Towns has got 20.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Green. Covered by Wiggins. Teague against James. Here's Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Free throw good, Davis. Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good, Davis.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Timberwolves have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Back to Teague. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles leading by 22. On the wing, James. Back to Green. Launches it. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Towns kicks to Graham. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. Graham, the pass to Teague. Tries a 3. The shot, no good. LeBron with some nice D. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. That one good for 2. Towns has got 9 points now in just the second half.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
To the paint, here's Davis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Davis has got 13 points in just this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. No good on the triple.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Caldwell Pope. Good D by Covington. Minnesota's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And that one's good. Green.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Towns, no luck.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
LeBron outside. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Yeah, easy call.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Towns drops them both. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Culver after the basket by Los Angeles. Over Rondo. Culver's shot is off. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now Howard. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.